Alright guys, we're back with Let's Play Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition. I am James, the whole show, and a lot of crazy things happened, especially when it came to the save data. I also didn't have a lot of crazy things with save data. I didn't have a mic for a while, so I couldn't really talk, hence why my last video didn't have my voice in it. So now, as you can see, I'm still doing a grave hoard. You've seen me do this on screen before, but I'm actually going to do this. I'm actually going to go start towards I'm going to a new area. As you can see, the new area is here. This is the Frozen Wilds. This is all the DLC where I got my new bow from, or both of my new bows, my new outfit, some of the newer weapons I have. I did get all of these tall necks done, so you can see the entire map where everything is. There is another spot where I know a rock breaker it comes. If I'd have to run into it again, but I think it's this thing right here. This little ring here, I think is where it will appear. It's probably not that ring. It's probably something else. I think it's something near Meridian. I think it's this spot here. I think if you do a, what do you call that thing? If you do a side mission, it will do that. That's where you'll find it. But you know, most notably, the rock breaker, the only one I really seen is right here. So we're gonna start some of the DLC because I haven't really shown it off, because the last time when we had that new file, I got killed easily. So this is still on hard mode. I also did try very ultra hard, and that was a complete disaster. When I mean that is beyond hard, it is no joke. I tried, it was terrible. Oh man, I got destroyed by those machines. Oh man. The first, you'll see one of them when I first pop up here. So I'll show you exactly.
You don't look like you know this path, Hunter.
Well, I know this path, but you know.
I can always use these.
I'm gonna need a bunch of health potions because I know this is not gonna be a fun. All this woman does is just tell you what's going on.
Seems you're up for me. We passed
I don't really need to go through this stuff.
It's enough to make.
It's
well,
like
thanks for the warning.
She really just warned you about it because it's cold, and the Norlands usually has a little warm.
This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
I was thinking, Rost used to tell me stories about the Banuk and their shamans, and how they thread blue cables through their skin. Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's the ancient past that concerns me, Aloy, not my own. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, then do as you wish.
Touchy.
Yeah, silence was a part of the Eclipse at some point. It might not really be explained, but you'll soon see. These things here, these medical salve brush, and this part gives a lot of healing. But once I climb up here, there's going to be one machine automatically, and this thing gave me the hardest time out of every machine I've faced in here. There's only a few different ones, so it is weak to ice. So let me just get set up right now. If you have a problem with aggressive enemies, this thing is going to give you major issues. See, there it is right there. This is called a Scorcher. A Scorcher is literally just like a sawtooth and it's really like if a Ravager, a sawtooth, and a Thunderjaw had some type of love child, because that thing has a mine launcher on its back. Oh. No, load him up. See? He's aggressive and he can use fire. And it's hard to fight him in this little tiny area, and he is really aggressive. He can also shoot fire out too. He can shoot waves of it out. my... And now that he's frozen... See how much damage he can cause me, and I'm max level. And now he's dead. They do give a lot of EXP, so these things, and if you notice, it's called demonic. I'll get more into that as it comes up because, yeah, these enemies. Whew. Now, to go back to my ultra hard experience, that was not fun. Ultra hard was by far the worst experience I've ever had with this game. I literally died from sawtooths, from everything. See, watch this.
These will keep.
48%. If I was playing on normal, it would have gave me 60%. That's more than half. 48% is literally like half a bar of healing. So if you see those, always pick it up while you're here. I would suggest coming here max level, especially like you just seen. This thing was not easy to beat. It is horrible. So yes, come here max level. It says level 30, but I had a hard time with that thing when I was on normal because he's just so aggressive and he hits really hard. Once I learned his attack patterns and how he attacks, I think I was pretty good. So yeah, so ultra hard. The difficulty spike is ridiculous because when you're my aim with my bow, my bow was completely useless the whole time. Like you guys seen, as good as I am, I love bows. I love them to death. I love bows to death, but I love my bow to death, but when it came to that, I kept shooting and I kept shooting, and if you're not pinpoint accurate, you're gonna miss. The Thunderjaw killed me, and literally from my full health, it killed me in one blast. The Stormbird was terrible, not to mention machines notice you a lot easier, so I was fighting one Stormbird and then all of a sudden here come multiple other machines just constantly attacking me. So I was doing Devil's Thirst, the what is that thing called, the Tall Neck, and when I was on the Tall Neck, all of a sudden a Sawtooth that I didn't hear because I had my headphones in listening to music, a Sawtooth showed up. So when it showed up, it hit me in the back and I tried to get away from it, and then a Scrapper. I was fighting a Scrapper originally, and then another one. They both whacked me at the same time and they both killed me. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Quest. Yeah, let me get into the Frozen Wilds. I went the wrong way. I didn't actually realize I could run up this hill. Aloy is probably really cold right now because she's, like I said, the Nora aren't used to this type of harsh weather. Unless the only time they did is when they run the Proven and stuff like that. But yeah, this was quite the experience for Very Hard. I died a lot, I struggled a lot, so if I ever do that on screen, I'm gonna need a lot of practice. The smaller machines were probably the hardest ones. The smaller machines were probably much harder because
Outlander on the mountain.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
yeah, they don't really like Outlanders up here. If you don't come from the Banuk, they really don't want to see you. But yeah, I would not ever recommend anybody doing ultra hard unless you're crazy. I probably will finish it just because I want the trophy.
Warming up here, Nora?
See? Not used
I've
to
worked
it.
up a sweat from the climb.
It's just something. So, like, you're on the top of a large mountain, really.
You made
So-
it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
It was
Smoke
something
rising
else.
from the mountain. And a village, too. That's 4.
So you literally only have like a few new machines up here, but the Demonic Scorcher is one. I will get, like I say, I'll get into demonic stuff as it gets old, as it gets sometimes.
How am I to trust the chieftain after so many died on this command?
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Yeah, it's ridiculously hot right now. Alright, 1 second, guys. I didn't even start my timer, so I'm not even sure. So I'm probably sure I've been recording for maybe about 10 minutes or so. I didn't even start my timer. Been a second. I know I haven't been able to record because I really haven't had, like I said, I haven't had a mic. So I'll just let this timer go from that time, and let's see.
Ray's been gone a long time, but she will return. I must believe she
Let's do a quick save. And let's go for a cutscene.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrin, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead, but not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Yeah, a little dramatic. That's right, Glen Hawks. That's their leader. Recognize that outfit?
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the demon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Araya vanished, I thought that Crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin, like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered, like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave, or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Araya's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Yeah, I gotta ask all this stuff, and I don't really know.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
I've done all of this already.
Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Araya, Thunderstrom.
So really, that's all you really have to do is really ask about the Daemon. I mean, for me, right now, since for this, I'm definitely gonna need this outfit for it because I did this on normal last time, and I can already see how much harder this machine will be. I don't really need to talk to him. As you just go through here, there are a lot of new animals. There's owls.
I want to learn more about how this Daemon affects the machines. I've got to find Araya.
There are goats.
After that, I need to talk to her apprentice.
And a lot of these places are full of ice or full of snow, so it makes it slower. It makes Aloy a lot slower. So you still have wild embers, you can see, and all that good stuff. So see, there's a goat right there. See, there's a goat. Another goat.
Hunters coming at once.
Yep, she's not used to this cold, but as you can see, the outfit I'm wearing is the same outfit that their leader had on. There's a part in this where there's a little part later on that you'll see, but I'll show you exactly how you get this this outfit. Like I say, if you play in this game and playing along with me, or if you're just really enjoying the game. What is a demonic scrapper.
Follow up.
These are demonic enemies. Demonic enemies are pretty annoying. The worst part is they're worse than corrupted enemies. I'm gonna tell you why. When you see a demonic enemy, they are stronger than corrupted. They're stronger than corrupted enemies. They are all weak to they are all strong against electricity. So no matter what mode you're,
What did it take to knock one of those over?
so no matter what,
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river.
so no matter what, it's always gonna take that. So before we even get started, I'm just gonna take care of the tall neck now. So yeah. I got a lot of stuff I gotta turn into, I'll probably handle that off screen. I got a lot of stuff I need to turn into, how would I say, I gotta turn it into scrap. I gotta turn it into scraps. This will be my final,
Nice. A long time ago. The scavengers have just gotten started.
start killing stuff. There are glint hawks here, and all of them are demonic, so that they have higher health than us corrupted enemies, much. So be very careful with these enemies. They can cause a lot of damage.
Got it.
Yeah, you remember, you can always knock these things over. You know, always know I'm trying to break that, I'm always trying to break that, their little ice, packet. The little ice pocket, if I can break that. As you can see how annoying they are. Like normal. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, it didn't really cause me much damage, but you missed. That thing's gone. So now it's time to have to deal with these pieces of garbage. And if you want to know, I'm gonna have to fight. I'm gonna have to fight more of these guys. Well, now as you can see, as you saw before,
See how deep the damage goes.
as you've seen before, now my health is starting to regenerate on its own. I wasn't using this most of the time just because I wanted to give myself a bit more of a challenge. So, but yeah, it's still, as you can see, it's going to be very useful in this time because these enemies are pretty tough. I will not tell you anything otherwise, but they are pretty tough. Everything here, every normal enemy that you saw in the wilds is probably going to be demonic here. So be very. There's only 2 enemies over here that I know that are not demonic. So as you can see, they're watchers still, but I don't think these are demonic, are they? Nope, just regular red-eye watchers. I was using regular hardpoint arrow. I wasn't using my hardpoint. Just trying to figure out where to go. There. You know, red eyes are the more annoying ones that shoot those little fireballs out of their eyes. I think another variance is, I think in Ultra Hard, all watchers, I think they're red-eye watchers, because literally I started the game off and I had a watcher literally doing crazy stuff to me.
Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even get it what's inside its head.
So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go deal with the glint hawks first. So the way you do this, and yes, you're going to have to fight a Scorcher here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go mess with these glint hawks first, because I'd rather deal with the glint hawks to get them out of the way So what you do is you have to find these parts, and you see the 3 different arrows that are showing you where you gotta go. So come on now, girl, I need you to come on and start climbing. Cause I'm just gonna literally go up here, get their attention, and get them to come down. Let's switch to these, make a few more of those. You know, glint hawks are like regular hawks. They are scavengers.
That'll help.
Oh, no, I died. I knew that was gonna happen. See, I gotta be careful. Now, my own blast knocked me off and killed me. What can you do? It happens. And since it was on hard mode, I made it on easy for sure. I would have survived that. Even on normal, I may have, but no, I wouldn't have, because it's a place where I can rappel off of. So let's try this again. I didn't know what to do with this thing at first, and then I just kind of had to go figure it out. But once I figured out what I had to do, it became pretty easy. The Scorcher is down there. I'm going to do that next, but I'd rather deal with the Glint Hawks first because they're more annoying. So let's see. Oh, where's the? That's the tall neck. So let's go up here first. Let's. Those. Take 3 more of those. The Scorchers is down there on the waterfront down there. Once I'm done with these Glint Hawks, I'll show you exactly where they are. But yeah, I really don't want to fight these Scorchers. They're still the most enemy I don't like, because I really don't like the super aggressive enemies. Oh, rappel down. I'm not gonna stay up there in that tight area with them. That is suicide. Now that I got their attention, let's see, can I get them to come down? There we go. Oh, that's all I needed. Boom. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Just making sure I'm not getting attacked by something. Come on down here. What you waiting on?
Lights down.
That thing is out of the game. I'm waiting for them other ones to get up. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go play hide and seek. I'm gonna have to go play hit and run. I have no problems with that. They're not seeming to fly, so if they don't fly, they won't see me. So, I'm gonna have to go bring the fight to them. So, here, let's go back up here. Best bet is do not try to fight these things up here, because as you can see, if you're good at close quarters, by all means. And look like there we go. Come on down. Come on down. And die. It'll always tell you what you have to get. It'll tell you which one you really have to kill. So let's get that. It's all now.
Part's still in one piece.
Oh, oh. Oh, look like I'm gonna have to do this on screen. Resources. I turn all of this stuff into different types of. I don't really need any of this stuff. I'm done trading with everything. I've got everything I've needed. So let's see, how many do I have? 17. Oh, 7 of those. The reason I'm keeping 10 of those, it's actually in this part that I'm doing that. So you know I don't use metal burn. I'm actually thinking about using this when I start my actual play of ultra hard. I think that's what I'm going to use, cause yeah, it get rough. I don't really use sparkler at all, because in this part it's pretty useless anyway, because demonic machines are immune. They're pretty much strong against shock, so you'll be shooting them all day. Another thing about it is it gets so hard that very hard got so hard that it took me, let's see, what did it takes so long to freeze an enemy. You guys know I like to freeze enemies, make them brittle, and then I kill them. That was so hard. Like, you had no idea how much horror I had. Just Thunderjaw. It took so long for me to freeze him. The Stormbird, I could almost barely do it because he broke from the rope so quickly, because it was taking so long for me to do it. I was like, ain't this about a... It's like I said, it was not fun. And I think all enemies are weak. They don't have a weakness to electricity in ultra hard, so you're pretty much on your own on that. See? Scorcher. I don't want that. Give me my score. I don't want that. See the mine launcher? Look at that. Look at that speed. First time I've ever seen him go 4 times in a row. See how he can shoot off fire? And here comes another one. Oh, those are the scrappers. And those are demonic ones, so I have to be very... one of them called me. Look like I'm gonna need a different we're gonna have to do this a little differently. I need some splash damage, because get off me. Here's the piece I need for this one. Oh, search the thing. Yeah, you gotta fight the scrappers for it. So, back to you, Mr. Man. There are more scrappers up there, so... See, he gets mad when you hit him with ice. He don't like that. And he'll just keep coming. All I need to do is get rid of him. Sit down. He's down. Ow. Now that that Scorcher is gone, he's my only issue. He's the only thing I worry about because of his aggressive nature and how much he can do. You want some of this too? Yeah, I mean, if y'all want some, there's another one up there. In fact, I'm just gonna go kill him just in case he decides he want to come down here. Debo is in session right now. You know, I ain't got time for this. Medical salve brush. Need all of that. That's why they give you so much healing. What's that? Got a vessel. Bam. Let me go and get that part. Now I have his part. I only need one more part, and it's down in that tunnel. Oh, I got everything. The Scorcher had it. I thought something else may have had it. I thought it was because I know if you go inside of there, I think there's another machine in there. I think. Don't quote me on it because I couldn't say. In fact, let's see. I know there's a box in there, but I think it's another machine in there somewhere. I just say, you see that medical salve brush? Use it. There's another machine in here? Guess not. That Scorcher had it. Blue gleam. That's something you will need in this mode. In this part, you will need that. Always pick it up if you see it. And you will get them because you'll need them to trade for rare items. I think you needed about 16 of them to get the bow I'm using. So if you can get that, you should be in good shape. I'm gonna use a lot of Ridgewood in here because you know I like to use my bow, and yeah. It was really also sad and ultra hard because the only way I could beat a Sawtooth is I had to literally just set up traps with my Tripcaster. I literally just had to let it and just get his attention, let it chase me, and just let it run in all the traps and explode till it died. You also don't see the enemy's health bar, so you don't know when they're gonna die. It's just rough. Got a vessel. I'll take it. As long as that Scorcher was dead, I was fine. So now I can get this thing operational. I can kill all the machines nearby. I think this is another salve brush. Yes, it is.
For later.
Thank you. Now I got all of my health back. That you see flying is an owl. So that's gonna be the best part. So now I have to go to each part of it, and I have to install the different parts. So isn't it one under here? Because it's frozen. It's frozen in ice, and since the machines when it got frozen, the machines ripped the pieces off of it. So let's climb up first and let's go. Let's climb up first. I think one is here.
Well, that fits.
Okay.
I hope it works.
So where's the second piece? Down here.
Well, it's in better shape than it was.
Yeah, you actually have to go to work. They actually give you something to do in there.
Alright. Just need to get the power flowing through here. Anything wrong? In a place no one's watching.
Yep. And this is how you get it moving.
That should wake you up. Easy now. Easy.
And now he stands tall.
Right, it's never easy.
And yes, now I still have to get on top of his head. And now I'm gonna have to get on top of his head and make sure I can override him.
I need to climb that tunnel again. I need to find higher ground.
Not gonna make it to there, so I'm gonna have to make it over here. Oh, I don't think any of those machines came back. I think I see something down there. More scrappers. If they come up here, I'll kill them.
might be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck.
There we go. Bam.
Okay, time to climb up to its head.
Now, as you can see, like I said, many of these tall necks are different, so you're gonna have to do a little different stuff. For me, I had to do all that little extra. One of them's really weird to the right, to the left of the map, the furthest to the left. Well, now once I do this, I don't have to go exploring anymore. This one tall neck overrides the entire Frozen Wilds, or the cut as they call it. And you know, if you're playing the complete edition like I am, you automatically get that. So I'm gonna. So now that happens, I've gotten that out of the way. There's gonna be some very long parts in this, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep up this or am I just gonna go do some other stuff off screen. I might just go back to where I was before, and I might do this in an extra. I just want to kind of show off some of this stuff. I probably really won't show much of the story because it's really long, and this Let's Play will be forever because I remember how long it was when I was doing it. So I might just show you like the different machines. Once I complete it again, I'll show you the different machines that you can fight, how they fight, because there are two machines specifically most people hunt, but you won't be able to find it until you complete the main story of this part. The main side quest. So let's see, can I find someone to say? That's an owl. There aren't many machines around, so as you can see, now it's completely open. Except this little portion up here, I forget what this is, but it's not really important. If you want to fight Scorchers, this is one right here. There's a Scorcher, there's a Charger. Is there anything else? You see the different, these special merchants, these sell the Banuk stuff that you use, that blue gleam. You really need that, so I will end the video here because this is exactly, I just wanted to show this off. I'm going to try to get back to where we were in the main story. Oh, these are just guys that are helping out. They're just slaughtering wildlife. They're harmless. But, like I say, I'm back now. I got a mic. I'm back in the flow of stuff, so I have my next Let's Play ready to go. I will start that soon once I'm done with this. So this is James, the whole show signing off. Love you guys. Thanks.